Welcome back. So it's not my usual Sunday walk video, but I wanted to record something for you guys because tomorrow is Labor Day. Tomorrow the US market is off, but there are some big things that are coming up next week. We are also starting a new month, and something big happened Friday right after close. So let me talk about all these things. First things first, what happened on Friday? Well, courts came out after market open, after market close, I should say. Courts came out and said tariffs again are unconstitutional, or Trump doesn't have the authority to impose global tariffs without congressional approval. Okay, so this is the second time, like two courts now. So most likely this is going to be brought to the Supreme Court, which I'm assuming the Supreme Court is also rule the same, just like the two lower courts, but who knows, right? So the thing is, I don't know what will happen. I was thinking about it. If Supreme Court rules that Trump has no authority to do tariffs, and we remove the blanket like base tariffs and all these other tariffs, what's going to happen? How is the market going to react? I'm thinking the market will react positively because I think the consensus is tariffs have been adding to inflation, have added to the price increases that we've been seeing. And I think markets will react positive to that. Although the thing is, right after this ruling came out, Bitcoin and crypto didn't go up, right? And normally speaking, these Wall Street guys and a lot of these holders and traders alike, they kind of like do with crypto before they do with stocks. It's kind of like a precursor. And we didn't see that. So I don't know. I don't know if Wall Street is actually going to react positively to this news. But that did come out. Okay. So we'll see. We'll see on Tuesday how Wall Street reacts to it. Now, also, this coming week, the Fed's beige book is coming out Wednesday, which gives a more glimpse into what the Fed is thinking, which we should already know from Jackson Hole. And then also on Friday, more importantly, we have a big jobs report. It's estimated the U.S. added about 75,000 jobs last month, which isn't that great, but it's better than the revision from last month, which showed that we only had 35,000 jobs in cumulative. I think that was, if you average the last 3 months, it was revised heavily, and it wasn't revised in a good way. So I think a lot of eyes will be on Friday's report. And, right now, unfortunately, we're in a situation where everyone wants rate cuts. I think everyone assumes that the September rate cut is already baked in. So whenever bad news comes out, it's actually bringing down the market. So we're not in bizarro world anymore, it seems like. It's not like, okay, if we get a bad jobs report, the markets will go up. No, it's actually go bring it down. In fact, we saw that last month. So it's kind of back to normal, so to speak. Although I think we're all still hoping that we're getting 3 rate cuts this year. I don't know if we're going to get 3. At least 2, I would say, but 3, I don't know. I guess it depends on this jobs report. All right, so those are the big macro stuff, right? How does this all relate to Bitcoin and crypto? And also, we're starting a new month. Historically speaking, I did some research. Historically speaking, September is pretty much the weakest month for stocks and for crypto. Okay? So there's no doubt about that. And a lot of people are very worried about it. I heard people talk about it. So, is it going to continue? It may. Right now, with the weakness with crypto, with Bitcoin and crypto alike, I do think that's kind of like a preview into what may come. I think it's a big reason why Friday we went down. There was really no other reason for a big drop on Friday, which we saw, really. But tech tanked and Bitcoin and crypto tanked. Really no reason. Even with someone like Nvidia posting stellar earnings, it still tanked. So it could be a lot of portfolio rebalancing, a lot of tax harvesting, preparing for September. So not going to lie, I think September we could see some red. But here's the thing. The counter to that is we do have that rate cut coming. That's like the third week, I believe. That's coming in September. So that should be a good boost. And also, let's not forget, I said this last year. Last year was the same thing. September rolled around. Everyone thought it was going to be a bad month until it wasn't. I remember, I think the first 2-3 weeks, it was bad. Then we turned green. And in fact, we ended a month with a plus 7% gain. And the big deal about that is that was the biggest gaining September for Bitcoin's history, right? Bitcoin has never posted a 7% gain in September. So you just never know. Even though September is historically bad, and maybe we start out the first couple weeks bad, maybe things turn around with that rate cut. Or we just turn around for whatever reason because Bitcoin is oversold. Just don't know. Just don't know. And it's the same thing with October too. I remember I was making a lot of videos about October, and I believe the first few weeks, the first 3 weeks of October was also bad until things turned around. And then we had a green month. And then we had a really good November, right? It could be the same thing this time around. Keep in mind, after this September rate cut, there's another FOMC meeting in October, and we got a lot of big things happening in October too, with a lot of spot ETF approvals. So there are a lot of great things in October. So I'm looking forward to it, and I think altcoins will continue, and the bull market will continue. But for these first 2-3 weeks, if things are red, okay, we have to bear through it. It'll be a great buying opportunity for sure. But if we don't see red, that's even better, right? I just don't know. We'll see if history is correct. If we're going to see a major sell-off, I guess we'll see starting Tuesday, right? Because, really Friday, we really had no reason to fall that much. But we did. So I guess we'll see come Tuesday. All right. That's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoy your weekend. Hopefully you enjoy Labor Day tomorrow. I'll probably put out a video tomorrow, but it'll be a little bit later. I want to get some extra rest. But hang in there, guys. I know some of you guys are getting a little antsy, a little worried, and questioning whether or not this bull market is going to continue, whether we had a top or not. No, we go through these periods. We always do, of weakness, right? Your best bet is to focus on the future, continue to hold on DCA. That's really the ultimate strategy. It's a no-brainer, especially when it comes to Bitcoin and a lot of these big cap alts, right? Ethereum, as weak as it may seem, go back a month and see where Ethereum was. We're in the 3,000. So even though it's like 4,300, 4,400 right now, really good spot, right? Same thing with Sol. Even though it may seem like, Sol got a little weak, still above 200. Look at where it was a month ago. In the 180s, 160s. So we have not lost everything, okay? Bitcoin is a little weak, like at 108 right now. It dipped to 107. I get it. But again, look at where Bitcoin was, maybe not a month ago, but like a couple months ago, or where it was beginning of the year, or where it was last year, then you realize there is nothing to be worried about, okay? We go through these periods sometimes, and we always bounce back harder, stronger, and higher. So that's it. That's it. Last few things, boot camp. Boot camp, I had a boot camp in, maybe not in August, but we had one in July. It was really successful. Free trading boot camp. All you have to do is join Discord, right? And go into the boot camp, join boot camp channel. You get all instructions how to do so. Tyler will be leading that. This is the second time we're doing this, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic. So if you want to learn how to trade, how to navigate the markets, read the charts, risk mitigation, all these good things that you need to know, make sure you join it. It's a free course. Why not? Live course too, where you could ask questions and be very interactive. But besides just boot camp, I've been telling you guys about Discord overall. A lot of people in there asking questions. And it's just really good overall. It's a good community. Sometimes it's a little dead, but other times, a lot of chatter in there, a lot of really helpful people in there as well. So make sure you join it regardless, okay? Link is in the description. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel, guys. Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.